Good morning. Boy, I am tuckered this Thursday. Welcome to Vectors and Pixels. My name is Jeff Perryman, and this is Workhorse Thursday, episode number 49. 49. Which means Tuesday we're going to have our 50th stream. Yay! I know I've lost a few numbers in there here and there, but this is what we're calling the official numbers now. Good morning. I hope everyone is well today. It is a beautiful morning here in Arizona. Every morning's beautiful here in Arizona because the sun lives here. It is now, just now, starting to cool off. We are no longer in triple digits. We're still in the 80s and 90s. We're shooting down in the 70s. So it is starting to cool off. So there is that. Without much ado, let's just get into it, shall we? Not a lot going on here. Let's go to this one. I'm all confused. My Stream Deck is acting all weird, so I don't know what buttons are what anymore. Or which ones are active. They want to say they're all active. I do highly recommend, if you're streaming, to get a Stream Deck. I've been very fortunate. A wonderful friend of mine got me an early birthday/Christmas present last year and got me my Stream Deck, which is the larger one with all the different buttons, and I just can't go back. It is an amazing piece of equipment. So if you get a chance, get one. And as you can see, we're doing goblins again today. I know, what, 3-4 streams, nothing but goblins. Well, in this case, I can't speak, my voice is everywhere. In this case, we are finishing up just shading second goblin. We're going to work on his teeth, work on his clothes, we're going to shading the goblin all the way in the back. It's going to get a very similar treatment and some shadowing on the floor, and then we'll work on the floors and caves and stuff like this, because the next letter, if I were to do this, I think it's going to take place and have it down here, and we'll change out some stuff. So there is that. I want to kind of get everything in order, even though we have the hero and everything covering most of this up. I want to make sure that I have all my shadows and lights and all the hard work's done, because hopefully it's just the gag is just a change of is the change of an expression from frame to frame. It's my hope. We'll see. So the more detail I can put in here now, the less I have to do later. So we are going to, let's start with the hero, Gobo Leader. He's got a couple of little odds and ends I want to do on him. In particular, I just kind of want to add a little bit of a shadow to his pants. And then maybe some fingers. Oops, it's back up here. I think we moved him. We don't want him moved. There we go. And all right, his pants has its own layer. That's good. Get a dumb color here that won't work. Got a light, so the light's gonna be there. Whoa! What was I working in last? At least it's easy to select, right? Tweak. There we go. So hold on there, bub. And let's go ahead and use this dark color down here. Odds are this will not get seen, but it makes me feel better. Ooh, that's a little too dark. It will make me feel better knowing that it's there. There we go. And we'll be doing something very similar to the other guy. So over here, How's everyone doing this fine day? Good morning, Breathing Karma. How are you doing today? How's the little one? And how's Mama? More importantly, how is Mama doing? I hope that everyone is well. Have a brand new life in the world. It's exciting, at least to me. They are okay, recovering slowly. Understood. Understood. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming into the stream. I know you definitely have a lot of things in the air. A lot of juggling in your life right now. There we go. All right, I can't click to save my life today. All righty. I think for the most part, he is pretty done. I'm sure I will dig with him. 2 hours of sleep. Let's go. Oh no! I disturbed your nap. I'm so sorry. 2 hours of sleep. Man, that's a luxury almost. A 9-day-old and a 2-year-old mean no sleep. No sleep, no sir. Boy, do I understand that. I have a daughter and a son. They're a year and 5 days apart. Most amazing kids in the world, but boy, babies are babies. And just dang. I understand your pain, my friend, but also I understand your joy. I don't think you would have it any other way. And I know you, my friend. You're a big teddy bear when it comes to kids. Maybe all mean and gruff in real life, but when it comes to those kids, man, you're a big teddy bear. You will fiercely protect them too. Alrighty, so let's go to Gobo number. Is this he's number 2? Yep. 2. Let's do a few odds and ends like we've done over here. In fact, I'm just going to grab that color right there because it really makes a difference on these teeth. I mean, look how flat these teeth look. Look how good his look. So we're going to do very similar things to him. And we're going to unlock all this. Yeah, best life ever. Right, it really is. The best is birthdays and first time doing this or doing that. So, I mean, there's a lot of firsts coming. It's going to be exciting. You get to do them more times than once, which is even more fun. I go, whoa, what's going on here? Just want to curve the teeth just a little bit. And they just go, nope. We're going to be weird and wacky. Wacky teeth. So we're going to take this pink and we're going to make this a 0.5. Thinner line. And this is my line tool. So, whoop. And my lines can be, apparently that's a 0.5. Can be any width I want. As you saw earlier, it could be really fat or it could be really thin. I mean, I think the thinnest line I can make is a 0.1. Or is it an 0.1? Let's see if we can make a 0.01. Not that I ever, that's in pixels too. So 0.01 of a pixel. Yeah, it can only go as small as a 0.1, which is a really thin line, which might work. And the cool thing is at the point here, there's a vector here, so I can move the line, make it long, stretchy, and same at the other end. There's another vector, and in the center, I can grab at any old point. I can divide it, which is that, or I can. So this is one of the reasons I like working in this program. And notice those ends are anchored. They're not going to move. I can do all kinds of things with this line, and those points are anchored. This is a Bezier curve, and a better way to illustrate the Bezier, where's my other selection tool, is sub-selection. Okay, that's A. Is as I select it, and you can see those little boxes right there, and here are the Bezier handles. I think this is the proper term. And I can manipulate them like this. A lot of vector-based programs will have something like this that you can access. I just prefer this. It's a lot easier than Illustrator, although I apparently am missing out on the party. So, oh well. All right, we're going to grab these teeth, and that's the face. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a layer just above so I can work with everything but the face. And this way I can draw, oops, the face needs to be locked, I need that. I can draw and not run into some of the snapping problems. So I can get the lines I want to begin with. So play around with them and not worry about it affecting the artwork below. It still snaps, as you can see, to the artwork, but it's not affected by the artwork, which is allow me to build a mask so I can put in those shadows that I showed you on the other character. That's a big set of teeth. Let's, no, I can't because I locked it. That's what I was just talking about. And we're using that really thin line. So it makes it easier. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this. There we go. Down and use it to fill in those shadows. Just makes life a little bit easier. We like it when it's easier. And there's that tooth right there. And then this tooth can get its own little shadow, which technically also needs to go there. Alrighty, so we're going to take the contents of this, get rid of it, come down here. Actually, we can just get rid of this whole work layer. Come down here to the face, paste it in place. And there it is. And then we've already selected the shadow color. So we're just going to use our fill tool to lay in some of that shadow. Hopefully we got it right. And then delete all that. A little more depth. Let's take this color here and use it. I like that better. Makes that a little more subtle. And then we're just going to take a new layer. We're going to keep this layer. We're going to make this a white. Maybe we'll make it kind of a yellow white. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to use my stylus. I do most of my art with mouse, which is, as an artist, a big no-no, but unfortunately, that is what I started life out on. Let's see if this is going to be too big. Yeah, it's going to be too big. So let's make this 2. Now I know it's going to be light enough over here. It's probably going to be too light. Ooh, 2 might even be too much. And if I'm speaking too lightly, let me know. Baby Tuller wants attention. Have a good day, buddy. Sorry for bailing so early. My friend, you have a family to take care of. Real life comes first. This is just fun. You know, glad to see you're streaming so much, though. Thank you very much. It was your suggestion that I start streaming and making sure that I stream on Twitch. And thank you, Twitch family, for coming in and saying hello and stopping by. Thank you, my Facebook friends, for doing the same, as well as my YouTube friends. I'm on all 3 platforms, and I'm very happy. You know, I don't have 100 million viewers. It would be fun, but I don't. And that's okay, because this is just fun. And so I want everybody to have a good day. So you take care of your family, my friend. That is important. I'll be here in this little box because they don't let me out. I'm kind of stuck in here. I do miss artist. Yeah, there we go. Artist under glass is a term I used to use once upon a time. Probably tone these highlights down over here, but it's a different color. Ooh, I see. We're gonna have to add. See a gap in the teeth there, right there. So let's grab this color and whoa, not the whole thing. No. We do not want the whole thing. We just want this little bit right here. Is that gonna make my life difficult? Yeah, it's gonna make my life difficult. Well, okay, hang on. Broke my lines. So let's use a tool here. We are using a brush tool. I'm gonna say we only want to paint fills. That means leave the line alone, please. There we go. And now we will go back to normal, paint normal. And I think we're gonna, oh yes, we're back to here. Let's give it some love. I'm gonna take this one. This is why I put it on its own layer. Like that. It gives its own little charm. Alrighty, so let's doink you. Let's use that color here. And here. Here we go. Oops. Apparently I put it there as well, but that's okay. We'll put it back. And vector based. I don't like the shape of that, so I'll fix it. There we go. Alright, and let's ease into that a little bit more. Let's use that color. I need a little lighter than that. Let's use this color. I have Yellow Brick Road by Elton John stuck in my head. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to even attempt to sing it. Just not going to happen. But it is stuck in my head. I mean, I could think of worse things in life, I guess, but wow. And it's that Goodbye Yellow Brick Road line that is stuck in my head bone. All right, let's stick that over there. Let's do some cleanups here. Clearly this did not work the way intended. Let's unlock everything. Get rid of that. Let's make this that. It helps. And whoops, yeah, got that color. Now can I use that color? Here we go. That actually worked the first time. Not the end of the world, but alright, so let's work on his shirt a little bit. Let's go borrow the gradient from the Gobo Leader. And get in here and actually get at his shirt. Okay, there's the color I want. And let's go back over here. See how flat this guy's shirt is. Blah. And nope. Escape. I want this. Okay, so that's his body. Hello, body. So the torch is almost in this guy's face. So his hot spot is there-ish. And let's feather that out. Let's squish it and then feather it. it there. Or do we want to give it its own? Let's give it its own. And feather it. Squeeze. And feathered. Alrighty. And then we'll have to put in some shadows and stuff on him. But he is definitely heading in the right direction. Alright, how did I do the cuffs on this guy? I did that. Okay. I think that's the same. So we'll just hotspot here. And hotspot there. Yeah, that'll work. Let's get an obnoxious color that we don't ever want to see in real life. Let's hide everything but the body. Put highlight here. No. Highlight there. Put the shadow there. Same. The highlights here. Whoop. And then just run that shadow color there. Yeah, that'll work out. We don't have to go too far for this. We're gonna grab the shadow. Let's toss that shadow right there. There. Okay, and I don't think I used pure white, but yeah, I don't think that's pure white. And then we're gonna drop that highlight. Pow, pow. There. Come on, let's refine this a little bit. So we have the shadow there. Let's tighten this up just a little bit. Let's turn this off. There we go. Because what I want to do is I want to run another hotspot right there. So we have hot, hot. There we go. I think we're going to do the same thing over here. Just tighten this up just a little bit. And run a real thin line to give us that second hot spot. There we go. Gives us that. Might be a little too shiny for these guys, but it's okay. I can take this color right here, run it out there. See how this looks. Yeah, it looks better. It's not as blown out. Maybe we'll just do it for the secondary color. Like that. There we go. That's an idea. That's a bit too much. Let's lighten that up. Okay, so let's grab this color here. It's the base color. And let's just bring that down just a hair. There. I do the same to the other guy, but he's a little more in the shadows. Oh, he doesn't have his cuff coming back over here, so we need to go back to 1. Not an eye, but 1 twink. And let's... Ooh, 1's too much. Hang on. What are these? These 0.5s? Oh, these are 0.5s, okay. And there, of course, we need to make sure it snaps. So let's make sure we have that selected. Let's put these back on. Let's get dangerous. Why am I quoting Darkwing Duck? I'll never know. Remember that really dark bit we didn't like earlier? We like that now. We want that there. Go there. All right. Now let's go back to that obnoxious color and figure out where I want these really extreme shadows to be. Hey, Gabby, how are you? Help me, Hatter. Talking about my mic hat as I beat on it and everybody goes, ah! How are you doing, Gabby? Best advice I can give is breathe, smile, and don't let the world get the better of you. I am here enjoying a morning. This is, for me, my Friday. I have amazing friends like yourself here sharing that day with me. So, honestly, there's nothing to complain about. No one listens anyway, as I'm apt to say. I got some extreme shadows for this character because he's an extreme white. And so we're gonna hopefully finish him up and move on to the other characters. Actually, not very well, a little sad, a little stressed, worried, all in one package. That sounds like a 1-2 punch to me. I don't know what's stressing you out, but I hope it is something that's easily handled and solved. I have a lot of friends right now who are going through things. I am going through things. We all are going through things. And so I'm going to ask you what your thing is, because you never know when someone is going through something traumatic. And I hope it is something we can easily solve. I hope it's something artsy, because I am not the person to take advice from, that's for sure. Okay, we're going to take this color. We're going to use this as our... Probably need to do this with it. Oh my, you're showing your condiment colors there, huh? I'm a mustard guy myself, but I don't put... Well, I do put mustard on my hot dogs. I also use ketchup. It depends on my mood. And there's always that eternal debate, is it ketchup or catsup? You know, spelled with a K or a C. And I don't understand the difference. I think one's just sweeter than the other. So, yeah, I'm a mustard guy. I love a good hamburger with some cheese and some mustard and pickles. I love the tang. But that's not helping you with your your stress, I hope we can find a solution that's useful for you. Okay, I think this might be a little too extreme in terms of colors, but I'm digging it. We're just gonna keep running with it right now. God, I have yellow brick roads, or should I say, that one line from Yellow Brick Road. We all know the one where he's doing the sing-songy part. And boy, that is stuck in my brain right now. All right. Speak water. Is it raining? Could use some of that here. Now you're in Brazil, if I remember correctly. So hopefully you get rain there. It's a rainforest part of the world. It doesn't necessarily mean that you get rainforest effects. Alrighty. Let's see. Is that in each place it speaks differently? Oh, yes. So if you're talking about condiments, yes. I am probably the king of metaphors. Despite being spelled. Oh! Water, wooder, Vasa. I understand. November is from where? I don't know where the word November comes from. I would assume one of the Greek or Roman gods, but to be fair, I really don't know. All right, I am going to take this color right here, whoops, this color right here, and is that a good shadow color? Ooh, that's too dark. I have a bunch of colors laying around here on my palette. That one's too dark. Is that the same one? No, just only slightly lighter. We can play with it. Let's go there. Just want some shadows. Oops, wrong spot. Technically, that would be wrong too. Okay, hang on. What is this? This is, oh, it's still part of the body. Cool, that means I can take that out. Let's do some backtracking here. That's what I want. Except now that is going to be that. And then we put this back. And since we already chose the color, all right. What I learned is Warner. Warner. I think that's how they say it in Canada. Ah, those crazy Canadians and their politeness. How dare they be so nice, right? I have several friends and family who have either lived in Canada or currently live in Canada. So, yeah. My favorite Canadian phrase is boat, but pronounced as boot. Get to the boot. I don't know if that's actually a phrase, or not, a phrase or not, but I do a school is character from time to time. I notice my school is more Irish. Well, I used to say get to the boot, and someone pointed out that that was Canadian. I was like, ooh, I should probably not do that anymore. And I probably need to sit and listen to Scottish people more often so that I don't butcher the accent so much. And I had a gentleman who was Scottish come up to me at a science fiction convention. He was just talking to me, a delightful gentleman. But unfortunately, when you are exposed to an accent like that, you tend to speak in it. And so as he was talking, I was dropping into my very bad accent, but he didn't mind it so much. He thought it was pretty good, but he's like, "Are you making fun of me? Are you having a laugh?" And I was like, "No," and I had to explain why I was dropping into the accent. And it's like I'm trying to do a Scotsman. Well, if I get around people who speak Russian, that is very easy to drop into Russian accent. It is very difficult to move between Scottish and Russian, or Ukrainian, or whatever. That is difficult, but it's lots of fun. And I do horrible accents, but those are my two favorites to do. Let's see. Sorry, my name is Hatter to you. But I need to go. I have a shower to take and relax. You definitely need to relax. Didn't even draw today. I'm so discouraged. After the bath, I appear. All right. I will see you when you come back from your shower. Sketch every day. Doesn't matter when during the day you sketch. Just sketch a little bit every day. And if I'm going to be here for at least another hour and a half, so come on back in after your shower, but relax, kick back. I have very discouraging days as an artist too. Come into the big screen here. We are attention seekers, artists. I will see you later, and you can rewind this section and watch it when you come back, Abby. And I think every little scribble we ever do, we want to put on a fridge and go, "Look what I did, look what I did." So it's very easy to get discouraged as an artist when you're putting your work out there, and it's scary to put your work out there. This is your heart, this is your soul, this is your self-expression. I don't know what drawing goblins means about me. And there's this fear of rejection constantly, as well as the imposter syndrome. It's like, I'm not really a good artist. There are so many people who are phenomenally better than me, and there are people who draw in different styles, who are much stronger in their anatomy skills, who have much more expressiveness and able to draw these amazing faces. And it's difficult, to when you start looking at your peers, but don't look at them as competition. They're there feeling the same things you feel too. And they're there to share. That's why they draw. They're there to share their silly thoughts and their ideas. I had a line backwards there. And they're willing to teach. And we love being mentors. We love sharing. And we love talking about the craft. And we love all these things. So amongst ourselves, there's always this wonderful space for one another. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here on camera. I'm just sharing, and if you can get some ideas or pick up some techniques, even better. So let me go back to the live action here, and I've decided his belly is rounded this way. That makes more sense to me. So don't be too discouraged too often. It does happen, unfortunately, to all artists. Just know that you are awesome. Because you dare to express yourself in a very subjective manner. can be harsh sometimes. But the rewards are amazing. I know you don't understand English very well, and I apologize. I also tend to talk a lot. As some of my friends would say, wax poetically. So go shower, relax, come back when you can. I'll be here working on goblins. There's that line. All right. All right, we're getting closer. I'm gonna do a little hot spot on his bead. We're gonna put some shadows in here. Where is that? That is, the feather has its own little layer. Perfect. I'm gonna drag that into there. Add some shadows. Just a little. And we'll use this color. Oops. I said we will use this color. There. And then let's put that hot spot where that belongs. Is that top not got its own layer? Okay, it does. Let's grab the color. Let's drag the hot spot a little more there. Drag. There we go. More of that there. Insert a layer. Get just a nice hot white. Turn this off. There. Just a nice pow. Oh gosh, goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Man, that is so stuck in my brain right now. And we're just gonna use this layer as kind of our add some foxing into this guy's ears. Oops. Guess we're gonna go all the way up here. Face, what's this? That's the highlights. Teeth. Just so I know what it is. Let's go back down here to the face. We're going to create a layer. We're going to call it foxing. I'm sure it's spelled with a U or something later. Yeah, I will see you later. My nickname is now Adder. Thank you very much. All right. Probably will use some different colors. Let's add a little. Adding a little details in here. Now for the hands, let's unlock everybody and figure out where that is. That's part of the halberd. So let's. Oh, I didn't get rid of that either. I'll fix that too here in a second. Let's go back to that really weird pink that we were using. There we go. And let's throw in some shadows. Oops. Probably should have put a work layer in here, but we'll just be risky. See what we'll come up with here. Yeah, part of being an artist is taking risks and trusting in your audience, because like I said, every time we draw something, it's putting a part of ourselves out there for the world to view and sometimes to judge. I'm afraid to say, what an artist does, regardless of how good they are, is subjective. It's not like programming. It either works or it doesn't work. It is very subjective to the viewer. And not everybody's going to like what you do. That's okay. You just gotta have to be okay with that, because there are going to be a group of people who are going to love what you do, and I am fortunate that I have found those people. Not a lot of you out there, but more than enough to make up for any of my shortcomings, that's for sure. Okay, we're just throwing some really harsh shadows in here. Speaks to the human condition. Whoa! Not what we wanted. We just all want to be loved. We just have different ways of going about it, I guess. There we go. And let's probably gonna have to use a slightly. Let's not mess with you. You seem to be set in stone. So we're going to do this. Again, most of this won't be seen, but it's there. I know it's there. It helps me sleep at night. Alrighty. It's extreme enough. Whoops, I said that color. Oh, why I divided this. There we go. Down to the body. Yep, that's what I want. Now we've got shadow. There we go. A little more depth to him. Just a little bit. Boy, we're really closing in on him. All right. Good enough for now. So back in here, let's lock these two guys out. And let's work on this guy. He needs a lot of love. A lot of love. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, it's his. This is his arm. I probably should do that. Yeah, I'm not too happy with these hands, or just him in general. Let's work on some of this. His highlights up here. He's getting hit here with the light. So let's do this. Not that helpful. What is going on there? That's just weird. Definitely have to play around with this just a little bit. Not as extreme, but he has a highlight over here. Not sure how much I'm liking this. Might take his color down a little bit. All right, let's put the group back together. Yeah, he's definitely blown out. Not bad, because we do have the main lights right here. Let's bring the hero back in. I want to draw some extreme shadows on the floors and stuff like that, but the light's going to change position in the next frame. So, we'll see how this goes. All right, let's get rid of the hero and these two knuckleheads. Let's get this color off of this guy first. Alrighty. Thinking about it. Okay, what I need to fix, what I want to change. I think I need this to be a little bit longer. I think that'd be good enough. All right, so let's bring back Let's work with the metal here. Let's bring back Gobo 2. And let's get this color. Is everything locked? Everything's locked. Okay, let's get this color first. See, the nice thing about this guy, he's pretty much rinse and repeat. So, all right, that's a good start. Let's go back out and let's get that highlight color from the other guy, this color right here. And let's just grab that color. And let's put that highlight. No, let's turn it on. Let's try that again. Feather this out a little bit. That'd be kind of fun. But I don't think it's quite what I want. Pink, 0.5. Actually, let's do this. It'll be pretty much the same throughout. Peas. So this is like that, a little more pronounced. That and this will be my highlights on the metal, at least this part of the metal. This works. And then let's do a nice, hopefully I can get in here. So my snap tools want to snap to every other line. Let's put a nice dark. There. That's good. Let's go ahead and do. Not sure what I want to do with that. Alrighty, let's grab shadow. Yeah. He's a little further back, so he'll have slightly different. So now I can get rid of all of this. Let's go ahead and put shadow here. is that? That's the word glare. So let's take the word glare and go, ha! Around this layer. Just a line there, we don't care, so we put in a little shadow. We'll do the same here. Line in. There we go. All right. Feel a little bit better about his weapon anyway. You know what time it is, don't you? It's time to go to the big camera and grab a cup of Joe. And this, of course, is the obligatory part of the video where I go, if you enjoy what I'm doing and you want to see more content like this, drop me a like, share, follow, hit the notifications so that you know when I'm going live. And if you want to support me more directly, you can buy me a cup of coffee. You can buy me a coffee.com/chainreaction. In fact, buy me a coffee. Not buy me a cup of coffee, but buy me a coffee.com/chainreaction. Every dollar you put in there will help fuel my caffeine-powered art engine. I hope games like Scuttled come out. Yes, Scuttle is not dead. And in fact, I am taking steps either this week or the beginning of next week to get some more samples so that we can figure out a way to get this game to you and your family so you can play it. So all these projects over here are either, in this case, Dungeon Notes 1 and 2 are available for sale. 3 is coming, and the Grand Adventure is in progress. That will be another Workhorse Tuesday project once we get through the ABCs. I will immediately start on the Dungeon Notes Grand Adventure comics, plural, because hopefully it will be a story that will continue to be told. So Battle Badges is still a thing, and Airships and Aliens is in editing, off and on, as we speak. So come on over, see what I'm up to. Workhorse Thursdays, and then what the Art Tuesdays is, I'll just work on whatever I want to work on. And in fact, let's go back over here to the live action. And let's see, we worked on originally Freddy. Singing Queen. In fact, I've done a little bit of work on him. We've got some shadows and some highlights down here where his feet are. Just kind of played around with him a little bit. And then Tuesday, I had a sketch, just kind of laying around. Didn't know what I was going to do with it. Kind of sketched it up a little bit beforehand. And during the live feed, we came up with this, and a lot of this was suggestions from the Peanut Gallery that I kind of took and put my own little warp twist on. So this is Phil, Poor Phil, which is the name of the piece, Poor Phil. I'm not done with it, but we're definitely heading in an interesting direction. It's a subtle gag. At least I think it is. You guys tell me what you think. But so these are the kinds of things that What the Art Tuesday is random. It could be anything. I could end up with stick figures. I have drawn some amazing stick figures, mind you. But we are here for Workhorse Thursday, and that currently is Goblins. Goblins only have, oh, well, that's flashing. We are on I, J, K, and L. And then no more goblins. So H, I, J, K, and L. So only 3 more pages of these guys. And then something a lot more interesting is going to be drawn. Something I have never drawn before, at least not in this way. I'm going to be drawing our main villain of the ABCs. And if you've been paying attention to what the ABCs are, it's a dragon. It's going to be an old, crusty, bitter dragon who does not like his nap being disturbed by adventurers. Yes, the ABCs of adventure is a cautionary tale, my friends. That's why our hero is not long for this world. How exactly will he meet his end? You shall see soon. Now, here's a question I want to put to the world at hand watching this video. I have a dragon. This dragon will be the undoing of our main character. It is inevitable. What color is the dragon? Is it a red, a green, a blue, a black, a copper? I think something with a long snout and long tails, a little more traditional. So I'm not going to be rooted in the TSR world of dragons, where copper dragons are blue dragons are desert dragons that shoot lightning, and copper, they're also a desert dragon. Greens, do the noxious gas. No, this will be either a plasma hurling or fire breathing dragon. I am leaning towards a blue. I think it would fit with the color palette I've established so far, but I'm going to put it out there to you guys. I've had some very good feedback from all of you when it comes to ideas. The asteroids was an idea. Everything about this was various ideas. And it was a fun direction. I had a framework, and you guys filled in the gaps, or at least put something in my brain that bounced around and came out a whole lot different than when you guys put it in there. So let's talk about dragon colors. You guys think about it. I would love to see your feedback. All right. This guy is not going to be as intense of a work. We might even be able to finish him today. Let's create a workspace right here. Let's lock out everything but that space. Let's grab this and let's make his life a little more entertaining. Goblins' lives are very entertaining to begin with. Light, flash. And just the tedium of once you've established what something looks like, the tedium of trying to be consistent with that look is a thing. Alright. Let's get this goblin his smile. There he is. Let's paste that in place. And let's back out here. Get ourselves a color. Looks like he's wearing braces. Right. Insert a layer. Let's lock all those. Okay. Get out my pen. Let's find a color. Because he's not as close. We still want highlights. Oh, excuse me. About there. See how this feels. Yeah, good. Let's try that again. Yeah. He is more than the sum of his parts. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a layer. I'll lock everything but that layer. And we're going to create some more shadows that we can drip in here. Hopefully get this guy finished up so we can start working on the next scene. Like I said, we're watching paint dry here. This is the tedium of art, unfortunately. Figure out how I want to do this. Anywhere I think it needs a shadow, or a harsh shadow, should I say. Hope you guys are still enjoying this content. I'm having a ball doing it, but like I said, this is the tedium part, and cannot always be fun to watch. We will extend this here in a second. There we go. Make sure all my lines are overextended. All right, let's see if this is going to work. All that work might have been for nothing. Let's open everything up so we can. Oh, that's right. We've got things on different layers. So, for example, we have this ear here. All right. Gotta put it in place because that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to find a nice dark color. That one right there. We're going to start seeing what works. Okay, that's a little too dark. So let's grab, because the head is being illuminated. Here we go. Maybe a little darker than that for the back of the ear here. Okay, not that dark. Let's see what this looks like. There we go. And then we'll go get rid of that. And let's go find this ear. Paste in place. And then we will get rid of that. And then the main course. Paste in place. Let's see what kind of messed up stuff I can get into here. Whoop. Somebody was not in the right spot. Okay. Couple things I need to do here, clearly. Oh, there's a hole in there somewhere. Let's find it. that's good. We need to bring this in here. Oh, I know what's wrong. This was designed around the ear. The ear is not there anymore. It's never been there, to be honest. So that's where the opening is. So for this one, that fixes that. Now I need to unhide all. Okay, so that's okay. Oops, no, go back. So if I put this here, that's okay. And then in this case, we have a there. That's okay. And then I want to use this color here for there. All right, I think he's in pretty good nick. So we are going to grab as much of this as I can get. Whoa, back up. Meek. Got some glowy eyes. All right, that's the head. Let's go file, save. Don't have to do all that work again. That would suck. Save off to boys and girls. Alright, it's his body, which hopefully would be fairly straightforward. Pants, boots, put a shadow. Oh, maybe call this done. Maybe. Wouldn't hold your breath. Alright, so we have the body. We also have hands and things. So we will go back to this layer, which has nothing. We're going to lock everything but this layer. Hopefully you learned lessons. Zoom in. Let's do it again. Let's start with flocked. There we go. Did that backwards. Alrighty, so we're gonna start with the neck. Bring that down. He's been working out. He's kind of proud of it, I'm sure. Oh. There we go. Now we know it's a really wacky angle. I'm very uncomfortable drawing it, but it is what it is. halberd. Oh yeah, it's a very weak and awkward pose, but it is what it is. Just laying in where we think shadows need to be. They don't have to be perfect. Actually, let's do this. Of course, we have a shadow there. Let's find the halberd. Glaive. Let's do this. So I can run that through there. This will be my first pass shadows on him. I think he has more work to do on him, but since he's such a background character, I'm not going to really worry too much about him. There's a lot of things I'm like, oh, I don't like this, and oh, I don't like that. This is not the way I envisioned it, but you know, what piece of art goes the way an artist envisions it. All right. Other than give him a belly button. Alrighty. I hope it was a nice hot shower there, Gabby. Didn't miss much here. Grab all of this. Let's get rid of it. Let's go to the body first. This is where the more complex things are. Paste in place. Do have this color. Of course, that color may not serve us very well. So we come down through here. We're going to need a darker color. Ooh, something's not attached. Let's hide everything but the body. What's not attached? Ah. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Let's get what we can. Let's go back to this color here. That's an hide all. Let's turn that glaive into solid. Ooh, why? All right. I'll play this silly little game. Why did that happen? Oh, that's why. That line there is this line here. Okay. There we go. That goes there. Bloop, 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 bloop. So now let's find glaive. Okay, the hands are not part of the glaive. Ooh, that's not what I asked for. Where are you? Work layer. That is a thing called a work layer. Alright, so let's paste in place on the work layer. Might have to do some different Problem with working with gradients, they'll come back and bite you in the butt when you work in layers like this. All right, this is still an issue. Yeah, that's still an issue. Trying to find a compromise. Wish there was a feature where you can say this color, this, well, it's called gradient. I guess I could do it that way. Pick the color in between. All right, I guess we're just going to do it that way. It's not a big deal. He's mostly hidden. No one's ever going to see him in too much detail, so we're pretty good. I believe I got everything. All right. Like I said, he doesn't have to be perfect. He's a far background character. We are going to save our progress, though. And then I believe we had a nice little color we were using for shadows on those pants. I think we're going to need the darker one from him. So let's grab this color. Let's get in here. I feel like I'm going deaf. Oh, am I not talking loud enough? Sorry. I feel more relaxed, but I still don't feel good enough to draw. Well, that's okay. Sometimes you just don't feel it. I call it the jazz or the mojo. These are made-up words to describe, well, not made-up. Jazz is a real thing. Both words are real. But the way I'm using them is in a made-up way. Sometimes you just don't feel it. That's okay. Sometimes you just are like, I don't feel like doing it. What to do with your life? I can't help you with that one. I can only give you one piece of advice. Follow your heart. Follow your passions. Can't go wrong with that. It'll get you in some trouble, but man, it'll be a lot of fun. All right, back to what we were doing over here. And let's find these pants. What layer is that on? Still part of the body. Excellent. We are going to go back to this work layer I've got laying around here. And we're going to play around with some ideas. Okay. And again, this is like watching paint dry. Actually, let's think about that. There we go. So, Gabby, do you have science fiction and fantasy or comic book conventions where you're from? I'm certain there's a Comic-Con out there. I did research on Comic-Cons many years ago, and I was really surprised to find there was one in Mumbai. So I would assume that you have them in Brazil, but you know, I wasn't sure if you were aware of them or not. Oh, be distracted. Life happened. Real life comes first. Okay, and then I have that color. So let's take this. Let's go down to. Oops. Ooh, I have a pink thing. Let's get rid of that. Now let's come down to here. Place to place. Now that we're here, we can play around with this idea a little bit more. And I am just making this shit up as I go. Alright, I'm watching a really crazy movie. Well, you enjoy that movie. There we go. And we can soften this color just a little bit. It's there to get us started. Now that we're here, there we are. And then I think the boots are just going to get darker color. I don't think they need any special treatments. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, a little foxing on this guy. Let's use that work layer as our foxing layer. Let's make sure there's nothing there. Oh, I like this part. Let's get some color. I like this color. Hello? I thought you were on top of everything. You are. Oh, that's why. Let's do that color. Let's zoom in here. Oh, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Perfect, except this camera go 0.5 on the line. Nope, we can only do one, so okay. just a little detail here and there. I still feel this is a little too extreme in here. There we go. Just add a little texture. Oops. Not quite what I had in mind. There we go. Just a little. He is not perfect, but I'm going to call him done, which means we just have to work on the back. Oh, he needs a shadow. I'm saying, we're done. Nope, no, we're not. Sorry. Didn't mean to get you excited. We are going to take a black. We're going to get rid of this. We're just going to draw a circle. Nothing exciting here. Nope, that's good right there. Okay, to say, oops, 3 shadow. Going to give it an alpha. That's good. So we see what it actually looks like. We're going to give it a blur. We're going to give it a high-end blur. We're going to do that. Let's see how it looks in situ. It's not bad. Let's bring everyone else in. All right, and now we just have the cave to deal with. You should draw for yourself. In fact, whenever you're drawing, you should always draw for yourself. I guarantee you, my style is not what a lot of people would ask for, but when they see it, they do enjoy it. I've been hired specifically because of my style on a couple of projects, but it's only after seeing the style. No one goes and goes, I need this really weird, messed up style. It's, hey, that guy. That doesn't happen that often. I definitely, everything I draw, including, you know, this is for a book that I've written with someone who's very close to me, who's helped me out with it, and Lori, who has helped me a great deal in refining this idea. It was my idea, but along with her help and others, I was able to refine it to this part, and these characters are characters of my design and of my drawing style and my well, this is what makes me happy, and so I draw in this way. These guys make me happy. Even these goblins with their imperfections make me happy, and I'm drawing them because I want to draw them. And that's not a bad looking group of goblins. So the next step here is to take all the goblins out. Well, what's left if there are no goblins? We have a cave. The cave hopefully will be relatively straightforward, but it needs texture. And I've done this in other frames, so I'm just going to borrow stuff from those frames. First, let's go and save this. I'm going to go ahead and close out Phil and Freddy here. We're going to open one of the other pages that has C is for cave. Yes. Let's open that one because that's going to have all our textures that I really want. Let's open up C and see all that lovely texturing I've got in there. I'm just going to swipe it. Swipe. Because So I've already done the hard work. And let's grab this. Yeah. And I'm going to be adding some of these details, but because it's pushed back so far in the background, we only going to see it on the next page. I'm not going to go too nuts with it, so we're going to unlock all of this. And in particular, I want this mask. Is this what I want? Yep. I'm going to grab that and this. See, let's grab this. And this is my background. Okay, good. I did break it into pieces. Color and key lines. Okay, not enough pieces, but enough to work with. So insert this layer. Drop this in. This is that boxing I keep talking about. Let's zoom out here just a little bit. This is too big for this page. Just give some texture. Okay, now we're gonna grab this one. We're gonna do something very similar. We're gonna give it another layer. Paste in center. And really quickly create some texture, which I'm fairly happy with, just as is. So if I go back out here to the cave, unhide everybody, lock everything down, and then get rid of the reference. Oh, that autosave. I love it and I hate it at the same time. Let's get rid of the template. So for this scene, not going to make a lot of difference. I'm calling this one done. Let me stare at this for a second. I've been wrestling with this sequence for a while. And to be able to go done. So for purposes of this frame, done. All right, HI and then J is coming up. File, saved. Let's export this image. Is it done? I feel like I'm missing some steps. There's the old adage that an artist never finishes anything, rather they abandon it. I think this is close to being abandoned. I just want to export this piece so that we have proof it exists. I'm going to save it about here into pages. So here's all the pages so far. Including some earlier pages. A has gone through a lot of iterations. We finished I. We finished I, which means J's coming. We might even get, well, we've got 7 minutes left in the stream, so we're not going to get J finished today. But holy snockers, we finished a page. So let's go through set pages. I'm going to back up here. I'm looking at a folder right now. Let's go to pages. And we will read what we have thus far. Big spinny circle thing. And you guys let me know as I finished. A is for the adventure, a fatal thing that in one's brain does seep. B is for the booty that misguidedly our hero will choose to seek. C is for the dank and dreary cavern that is truly not for the meek. This is an old page. I have to re-export some of these pieces. D is for the mythical dragon that ancient epic tales of speak. E is for entrance, the heart, the dawn of where true folly begins. F is for fear, as the mighty hero contemplates his grisly possible end. G is for girding, which is foolishly used for the spirit to mend. H is for the decaying cavern halls unto which our hero carelessly descends. Where's I? There it is. Oh, I did re-export these just smaller. Okay. So I is for initiative, which sadly our hero is slow to make. All right. So I have clearly exported these at a different size at some point, so I will have to go back through and do a consistency pass. But hey, we're done. We finished a page. That's a milestone, trust me. So the next page, which won't take long to do, and I may do off camera, is to remove bling, remove the hero, move the text to here, do some other stuff, which is part of the gag, and then redo their expressions. And with that, I think the background of the cave is good enough. So we are 70 to 75% of the way there for J. We did it. Thank you guys for all your help. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the big camera. I didn't think we were going to finish today. We finished I. Holy snockers. We're going to do J. K. L. And more importantly, M. Ooh, M. We are going to introduce our true protagonist. Protagonist? Protagonist. Tis the season, after all. Wow, that was pretty cool. All right. We are coming to the end of the stream. I'm excited. We finished I. J is right behind it. This is fun. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me, Gabby. I hope you are enjoying your day. Don't stress out. There is nothing in this life that's going to happen to you that won't make you stronger. You will survive. You may not like it sometimes, but you will survive. It's very difficult to walk through some of the trials and tribulations of life, but just understand you don't do it alone. As an artist, there is a massive worldwide community. I mean, there are times I look at my art and I go, I don't fit in anywhere. I'm trying to find the collective upon which I fit. I probably don't fit anywhere because I'm unique. We are all unique in our own ways. Your art's going to be different than my art, but just know, just because we draw differently does not mean we cannot help each other and be there to support one another. And that brings me to my closing statement of, you are loved. I love you all. You're all very important to me. And those around you love you too. Let them love you. Love them back. This world is tough enough as it is. Let's not beat each other up over it. Let's give each other a hand, walk together when we can, carry one another when needed, and just be there. Give someone a hug today, even if you don't think they want it, but they need it. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of the world. Thank you guys very much for coming this far with me. If you've watched the video to this point, please leave a comment saying, I made it! Or something to that effect. Let me know what color the dragon needs to be. I'm leaning towards blue. Everything is always okay. We just have to let it be okay and get through our trials and tribulations. Nothing in this life is so horrible that we can't get through it. Where there's life, there's hope. And in the meantime, if you guys want to support me directly, you can buy me a coffee.com/chainreaction. Like, share with your friends, make them watch with you, make them support the channel by just clicking the like, follow buttons, hit the little bell notifications where appropriate to let you know when I'm going live. I'm on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube simultaneously, so every little bit helps. I have just a handful of people who watch me. I have even just a slightly larger handful of people who follow me, so every like is important right now. I would love to get into triple digits. I'd love to get into double digits, actually. But, yeah, I digress. Tuesday. What the Art Tuesday is the 50th program that I'm putting together. It's episode 50. Let's see what I can come up with for that. In the meantime, thank you guys very much. You have an amazing day, and thank you for everything.